Here's Robertson. And a lot of discipline, not just at the back, but also in midfield, where Holland and Ribeiro and Bowyer and Kelly have done their best to choke some of the life out of West Ham. They began brightly, the London club, in that department. They haven't begun the second half so brightly. They've conceded a free kick. David Weatherall sprinting up. Lucas Radebe is there as well. Kelly and Ribeiro over the ball. Harry Redknapp would be furious if his team went a goal down straight away at the start of the second half, but well, the runs were made, but the ball wasn't delivered into the area.
That's typical of what we've seen so far. George will be disappointed with that. He's probably had a word, as Niall Quinn says, at half-time. And what happens? Free kick, a good area, within a minute, what do? Don't even test them. Straight out of play.
And we've just got a glimpse of Eddie Gray, part of George Graham's backup team. Great Leeds United player of the past, and of course a former manager here. Cleared by Unsworth. Well, Hartson took that well, then Weatherall took him.
Very well. Under pressure, ball dropping, controlled it and turned in one movement.
That's Berkovic. Almost made the scamper by Hartson's pass then. That was easy for Weatherall. That's good from Ribeiro. And the spin suiting Robertson in the end. Breaker. Abu, who of course is getting a chance because Paul Kitson is still on the injured list for West Ham, although he's due to have a reserve game shortly. Wallace. Kelly. This is Haller. West Ham well grouped to deal with the cross. Brought out by Abu. Radebe launching himself. And so to Bruno Ribeiro.
Well, so plenty of that. In a destructive sense, to admire. Good tackling, good tracking, good closing down. But as all neutrals, we'd like to see a little bit more invention, a little bit more happening in the penalty areas, and the goalkeepers doing a little bit more work.
Similar to the matches that were on display here last season. Leeds were digging themselves out of trouble. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Came out a long way. Nigel Martin slipped as he kicked it. He was fortunate he still made the reasonable contact. Breaker. Not been the smoothest settling in for David Robertson after being part of so much success at Ibrox. He's kept his place. Abu. Potts. Pressured by Leeds as well. But West Ham keeping the ball. Only for a moment though, Wallace. Mikloshko winding himself up for the kick. I just wonder, Andy, whether both sides will be able to maintain the ferocity of their midfield challenges. I don't mean that in a negative sense, and it's a positive part of the approach from both teams, but it's certainly sapping away at the energy levels.
You know, so all it might take is someone to switch off mentally, a little bit of tiredness in the legs, in the mind, to open the game up.
Kelly. Wandsworth preventing the corner, but presenting the ball to Haller. Wallace, down he goes, penalty for Leeds. No, he pointed, Gerald Ashby, but he pointed for a goal kick.
Well, they're after him. He was theatrical, there isn't a doubt about that. I think he gets caught. I have to say, I think he made the most of it, but I think there's contact there. Now, whether Gerald Ashby thought he made a meal of it.
Well, he clearly did. I think Gerald Ashby and George Graham with probably differing versions of that particular incident, but the referee's decision counts. But Leeds encouraged by at least getting into that position. Kelly. A bit of room where there's been precious space for Berkovic. And he's disappointed that Lampard loses out, and Leeds come forward at some speed themselves with Hasselbank.
He did well. Great feet from Hasselbank. Absolutely top class.
Here's Kelly.
Oh, bad choice. Well, it's the wrong choice now, isn't it? Because he's given away an opportunity. But he had Haller steaming up on the outside, had him as the option, used the run, decided to hit it on his own. Not a very convincing shot.
Gary Kelly got one of his rare Leeds goals against West Ham at Upton Park last season. Haller. Here's Wallace, onside. Bowyer herring into the centre, Hasselbank's already there.
Look to drive it rather than stand it.
But this is more positive from Leeds United.
Better tempo to their game. They've upped it, it's as simple as that. I thought they played at a nice easy pace in the first half. They've injected a bit more of that pace into their movement and into their attacks now.
In towards Weatherall. There's a strange header from Abu, got rather underneath it. Kelly. The crowd really for the first time this afternoon sensing with a Leeds spell of pressure here that the home side are going to get on top.
Can they sustain it?
Robertson, West Ham can't get out of their own half. But they're happy that that one was overhit.
Well, David Unsworth in the picture, and he was the one who went to ground against Rod Wallace. Ball's past them. I think there's a touch. Linesman's not impressed. Looks across. He obviously didn't think any contact either.
Ian Blanchard on the far side. Well, Lomas trying to stem the tide, which is flowing towards the West Ham goal now. Robertson always showed such attacking zest with Rangers, but his mind was read there by Berkovic. He's on the scene quickly, it broke back his way. Leeds getting around him, a trio of men trying to interrupt the movement of the Israeli then. They did so unfairly. Here's Tim Breaker pressing Robertson, and West Ham getting the chance to draw breath and maybe do more than that. Chance, confusion, and West Ham couldn't take advantage of it. Two players going for the same ball for Leeds. Lomas. George Graham does have a pretty small pool of senior players. I think only 15 different performers have started in the Premiership this season. Which is in contrast to some of the other clubs up towards the top of the table. Point to almost double that number. No squad system being operated here. Hartson. Harry Redknapp would just love to have his first choice side available. Of course, we mentioned poor Julian Dix out for the entire season, but him apart. The likes of Lazaridis and Kitson would augment the current setup. We get a free kick here. Hartson the obvious threat. Ian Pearce is there as well. Pearce makes the movement. Here comes Hartson round the back, and it's touched away from him by David Weatherall, who has to maintain his concentration. We were talking about switching off and the price you might pay for shortcoming in that sense.
Good defending.
As tight as this one.
Ball in was a good one. Good quality about it.
One from Lomas again. Two Leeds players going for the same ball. Kelly with rare room. Wallace. Oh, you're with him.
Full marks to West Ham. I'm counting 7 shots in the edge of the box. That was great tracking back. That was what you call desire and getting back defensively. Thought the break was on. By the time Wallace tucked inside, there were 7 West Ham shots between him and Ludek McCloskey. See the break on. Look at them getting back. They really did work hard. You think one ball wide and they're up against it, but no. Look how many bodies suddenly are back in that picture. 7 of them. It's the ugly part of the game. You get no real credit for it, apart from your teammates and your manager.
And it's that sort of attitude and application that might just produce a point or even more for West Ham on a ground where they usually go home from empty-handed. Been for 20 years since their last victory at Elland Road. Abu. Cleverly for Lampard. Well, the promise didn't lead to fulfilment.
Just
Game
wondered
is
if it was
spread
worth
now.
it.
Hasselbank.
Poor ball. Poor ball. The break and the ball from Abu, I just wondered as it arrived at Frank Lampard, did he fancy hitting this left foot? A lovely little ball there to be hit. I think he might have just been worthwhile having a go. Throwing a leg at that.
Especially when you're fresh from a hat-trick in midweek.
Exactly. It's a great run. And there's a few times that he's actually got forward ahead of the play in this match.
Abu. It was a thoughtful pass from him. One of his better contributions from the game. On to Berkovic. Not the best ball for Impey. And Gunahala clears.
They're just asking 1 or 2 questions themselves now, West Ham, to weather that little bit of a storm the opening 5 minutes of the second half.
An hour of tough, tenacious competition here. Precious few thrills. But in the last half an hour, if the recent signs are anything to go by, the match will open up. And Lampard curving it in from West Ham's short corner.
You only have to look at results in the Premiership, Mark, and see how many goals are scored in the last 15 minutes. It's quite incredible these days. I think more than ever in the history of the game are scored late on in a match now.
And you think of that extraordinary second half at Selhurst Park yesterday.
You take a couple today. He's played well, Radebe, in my opinion. I think he's had a smashing game. And a big favourite of George Graham since George arrived at the club.
Yes, George Graham concerned about losing him next month for this Confederation Cup in Saudi Arabia. South Africa are involved. Radebe himself has asked for his release. Leeds United are waiting for a decision from the South Africans. There's Australia also in it, which will affect the availability of Kewell maybe, and of course Lazaridis again for West Ham. Has seen one tournament too many. The long throw from Lomas. Hartson making a nuisance of himself. Unsworth is there. Free kick given. It was against Hartson's challenge, or
I think Unsworth. Dangerous player, yeah.
Forward surge. Boga. Now Robertson. He can unlock the door. Abu. Velkovic. There's promise for West Ham when he gets on the ball. Breaker. Now Lampard with some space, and that's the air of a man with the recent goals behind him.
Maybe that's a reason.
Fly from long range.
Maybe that's the reason I've just seen there why he didn't hit that one his left side. He's obviously far happier with the ball on his right. A fine strike, hit it well, plenty of power.
Policies are good at both clubs. West Ham were losing FA Youth Cup finalists the season before last with Frank Lampard in the team, and Rio Ferdinand very much to the fore as well. Leeds won that competition in May. We brought it to you live on Sky Sports. And Harry Kewell, who played in that team, is at the moment a World Cup hero. If you read your papers today, the scorer of Australia's goal in Iran. It's quite a step in a very short time, and there are plenty of good young players elsewhere around Ellen Road. Unsworth, now Potts. Still the closing down goes on. Watson's flick, and anticipated by Lampard. That's a great goal for West Ham United, and Frank Lampard goes to the same corner flag that his father danced round when he won a game here, an FA Cup semi-final replay back in 1980. It's part of the folklore in the Lampard family, and this is the new addition to it.
It's a fantastic goal. Hartson's ability to win the ball, and Lampard knew he'd half a chance because he made a run for it. He just went blind, hoping that Hartson was going to win the header, and having done that, what a magnificent finish. Closer and closer, beautifully struck across Nigel Martin. That's a great strike.
Like father, like son. Extraordinary. But Frank Lampard Senior, the pragmatist on the bench, well, his goal was a winning goal. It came very late on that particular occasion. April 1980 it was.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to be the winner and bring 3 vital points for West Ham for Frank Jr. today?
Well, that's what's happened. That sort of run we didn't see in the first half because it was so well tracked, so well followed. Suddenly Boyer or Ribeiro, the two concerned in that central area, tracking them. Well, one of them switched off.
25 minutes left for Leeds to repair the damage. But Lampard backed Hartson to win the header. Andy, you're always saying that. Take a chance, take the gamble.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great example of it. He knew John Hartson was going up for it. There was more than a 50-50 chance that John would win it. So he went for that run, 30-40 yards. It might have meant nothing, but at the end it's got West Ham the very, very precious goal. Offside, just off.
But just to go back to the goal, having got there, Lampard still needed to produce the shot, and it was terrifically angled across an England goalkeeper.
It's a great strike, man, because if you notice in the slow-mo, it sits up and it just bounces, and he's hitting it as it's just off the ground. That's a great header, but he's hitting it just as it's coming back up again from this bounce. Now that's what made it difficult, but the way he controlled it across Martin, first class. And you think he remembered where his dad went to?
We were talking about it before the game.
And he tried to dance round it, but his teammates smothered him.
Yeah. Well, they'll be dancing at the end of the game, though. There's still a lot of work to do for West Ham, but they are in front at Ellen Road. And he must have seen the video. He can't have remembered it, can he? He's 22 months old. MP and his Hartson again, and he put all his efforts into dealing with the ball as it dropped. Just lost his balance as he made contact with it. Allowed Leeds to regroup. Lomas. And they're looking to Rob Wallace now. Leeds United. But he's not getting much support or supply. Redknapp a bit concerned how many players were chasing that ball over the top, wanting them to get back into place and keep this strong shape.
Well, as a decision, he's now got, as a manager, man, he's got a decision to make it 1-0 up with what? Just over 20 minutes to go. I mean, with Berkovic on the field and two others up top, you might well think that maybe he should be looking at bring on John Moncur or someone more defensive minded just to protect a little bit what they have.
Well, they've lost too many games away 2-1 to feel comfortable in this situation. And they've now got a free kick to defend. Ribeiro of the strong left foot, hands on hips. Everyone back for West Ham. Ribeiro having a good look.
It's never going to be easy. They were getting men back. David Unsworth had just jogged back onto the near post. Meant that the goalkeeper could cover the far side quite comfortably.
Well, the London team in the lead here. What will happen in London on our Monday night football? Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Derby in the capital. Berkovic. Back heel didn't come off. Out of play. Radebe. The Leeds of this season have found, by and large, goal scoring much easier than last. They need one here. Abu could have just cushioned it into the run of Berkovic, and Hartson just gesturing to a strike partner to that effect.
I think we're at the stage now for Leeds where Haaland's got to forget about man marking Berkovic's mark. They've got a back four in place. I think Haaland's got to say, well, I've got to go forward, I've got to try and influence the play at the other end. But no, he's sticking with him at the moment until he gets a call, but certainly it's at that stage.
Well, it's a case for the manager to take the leash off, isn't it?
I think that's right. I mean, it's got to come sooner rather than later if the scoreline stays like this. I think both
not short of advice from David O'Leary already grow there.
I think that's where it's fascinating from a manager's point of view. They both get decisions to make or not make, as the case may be.
Lampard. Leeds giving it away. And Kelly getting it back. Only for an instant though. As Lampard flew in. Lomas. Hartson will make a shot for himself, he can, and it was a good shot too.
Great play.
Fine work from Martin.
Great play, strength, control.
Problem for Pearce until the ball just bounced up high enough for him to get ahead to it. I would venture to say, as Gerald Ashby has a situation to deal with here with Hasselbank going in on Miklosko, I'd venture to say, Andy, that John Hartson is a player after your own heart.
Yeah, that's fair.
Certainly in your image. And that's just happening for Leeds at the moment.
This is lovely play. He gets up against David Weatherall, uses him, see the left arm coming out, feeling where the centre half is, then a couple of touches to turn them. A decent effort.
Stand forward by Robertson.
It's all a bit narrow for Leeds at the moment. Playing into a West Ham, I think, through pretty strong.
Breaker. Battle of skill and will there between Hartson and Radebe. Will run through to Miklosko for all the efforts of Hasselbank. Berkovic. Lomas has touched it too far ahead, but Holden couldn't nick the ball from him. Remind you of our phone number for your vote for man of the match: 0891 111101. Kelly. Well, the goal has certainly changed the shape of the contest, with Leeds having to take a risk or two now. Weatherall. Setting off from a deeper position, the ball didn't come. Radebe. The referee was right on the spot to judge whether Potts got the ball or the man, and for the angle of the tackle, Steve Potts gets a yellow card.
Yeah, well, when you go to ground, I think that's a fair decision. You don't win the ball. He's risking a yellow card.
Front of the Leeds as a free kick, within sight of Miklosko's goal.
There were plenty of players round the ball.
So Hasselbank, who loves to hit them when he gets the chance from this sort of distance. And they're going to work it for him. They do, and he's steered it into the net for the equaliser.
That's a lovely strike. But look at McCloskey, shouldn't be beaten. Again, David Unsworth went back on the post, protecting his near side, saying to his goalkeeper, look at that, I've got this side of the goal, now you protect the other. That's a good strike. It goes round a couple of players in front of him. We see Rodney Wallace and Steve Potts. He might have seen it late, the goalkeeper. But I think he should still be protecting that side a bit better. Good free kick nonetheless. Good free kick.
So, Leeds United with renewed hope, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who's found it hard to get in the team after a good start to the season, losing out to the development of Harry Kewell, has steered in here a free kick that's brought Leeds level and encouraged the Ellen Road crowd that there is more joy to come. Well, it has got better,
thankfully. No, I didn't think it could get worse.
So first Lampard for West Ham, Hasselbank hitting the target, and it's a real test of West Ham's nerve now. A succession of away defeats.
All 2-1, I think I remember you saying.
A lot of them 2-1. And giving the ball away is only adding encouragement to George Graham's men. And a rejuvenated set of supporters as well. They've seen their team huff and puff, make very little from open play, but that tackle by Steve Potts that produced a yellow card for him, and the free kick for Leeds, a vital moment in the game.
Well, 8 attempts from Leeds, but how many on target? Just the goal. What an important strike that is.
Well, he's a lively character, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Often a loud voice in the dressing room, I'm told. Well, he's got plenty to chatter about now. Abu trying to catch out Radebe. Well, he caught him but didn't catch him out. And this is Wallace. Pearce needs to be decisive, but he also needs to be careful. Wallace able to get his body in front, shield the ball back for Ribeiro's cross. Wasn't the worst in the world. Gunnar Haller on the scene for Leeds. When you've got small strikers and a huge goalkeeper, and that wasn't the best of balls.
That's catching practice, isn't it?
Haller. Kelly. Wallace goes near post, Hasselbank coming in behind him, and Kelly couldn't find either of them.
Well done, the skipper. Hasselbank just held his position quite intelligently, didn't run into players. Lomas very quickly spotted it.
Was that intentional? The referee thinks not. Unsworth preventing unwittingly, in the mind of Gerald Ashby, the return pass finding its target. Breaker. Well, he's not having the best of time, Alfie Haaland, on his 25th birthday.
Kelly looked here as he went on this run, does well to skip past Impey, battles his way past him. So there's Hasselbank and Wallace. Wallace makes a run, Hasselbank holds his position, thinks he's clear. Lomas back in.
It's a good touch by Radebe. There was a shove by Hartson. All coming from the ball being given away by Haaland, who tried to play it back to Kelly and missed him by the proverbial mile. Just over 10 minutes to go. A game that struggled to find any sort of rhythm is now looking much more likely to provide a real climax. Bogan. Wallace. Out by Berkovic. And he always looked a player of Premiership pedigree with Queen's Park Rangers. And it's reacting quicker as the ball was headed out and getting the free kick for that. Hopeful ball by Radebe this time, but Hasselbank trying to make something from it as his shirt was being tugged by Potts. Robertson leads with a bit between their teeth now. Bogan.
Yeah, they're putting a bit more pace into the game as well, Martin. That goal certainly lifted them. Just landed awkwardly, Lucas Radebe. There certainly wasn't anything in the challenge, he just edged him out the way.
Well, he wanted the ball badly, which led to him coming off the worst of the two.
Well, it gives us a chance to
I know what you were saying about the goalkeeper.
The goal.
And his side of the goal, Andy, but there was a expansive swerve on it from Hasselbank, but McCloskey, according to the goalkeeper's manual, should cover that side when the ball is set up as it was. In comes David Weatherall, unchallenged too. And Hasselbank coming here with a reputation for goal scoring from a spell in Portuguese football. Berkovic. Redknapp getting John Moncur ready to come on. Kelly. Weatherall. Wallace has run too far forward. Didn't go up, the ball didn't reach him. Wallace coming back now. Leeds coming back into the attack with Kelly. We've got three in the centre. Waiting for Weatherall, the number 6, to get there. West Ham trying to surround him, get a man in front is the usual policy. The man behind who dealt with it, Hartson. Berkovic is getting frustrated. He may well be the player who's coming off, incidentally.
He is.
So it's a change in midfield. With John Moncur replacing Paolo Berkovic. Now one free kick. Has spoilt the plot for West Ham United, and they now face another one which could potentially ruin their afternoon.
Well, Hasselbank will fancy it, won't he? Doesn't suit him so much right-sided there. They're going to shift it again.
Here he goes. This time it didn't get as far as the goal because Unsworth saw it coming.
Well, I don't know whether that went round the wall, through it, round it again. That might well have been nestling in that bottom corner.
Koshko edging to come for the long throw. It was nowhere near enough for him to continue that momentum. West Ham glad to get out and get the throw. 5 minutes left. One or two more candidates for man of the match since we last gave you the number. 0891 111101. Kewell had already spotted an infringement. Wallace sent out of play.
It's amazing how many clubs that face the free kicks now, Martin, actually try and get men back on the line to help the goalkeeper. First one they weren't able to do so, but certainly the second one, David Unsworth did his job ever so well.
And with 4 minutes to go, can Leeds get the goal that will take them to fourth in the table? Abu has gone off, and Ian Dowie, who travelled up in sad circumstances. He lost his father a couple of days ago, but he was telling me his father's wish would be for him to be involved today. So, sympathies to the Dowie family. Radebe, it spins away, and Leeds come close, and they get a corner.
They've been amazing this, because Radebe's had a fantastic game at the back defending.
Three minutes to go. Haaland! Well, it is his birthday, and he celebrates with his first goal for Leeds United.
Well, he spent so much of the game shadowing Eyal Berkowitz, but at set pieces, he really has been given the freedom to attack it, and attack it he does. They came in a clutch from the edge of the box, four of them. They got the spread very well across that 6-yard box. He gets the spring, he gets the direction, he gets the goal.
25 years old today, Alfie Haaland, up the highest, and it's that dreaded 2-1 scoreline for West Ham United again. This after they'd taken the lead at Ellen Road. But they're so dispirited down there. But the spirit that Leeds have shown in a far from classic encounter. But they're standing on the brink of fourth in the table now.
Well, they're winning a game and they're not playing well. I think that ain't a bad sign in a team. George Graham would look at that and say, hey, that ain't a bad sign. You're not playing well and you can still chisel out a win. Although there's a little bit of work yet to do.
Here's Kelly. Wallace. Stopped by Moncur. Hartson, no one breaking from on the right-hand side. He has to go it alone, and Weatherall takes it so cleanly from him.
Keep ball now, I would suggest, for Leeds. Martin have worked ever so hard to get into the lead. Didn't commit too many forward.
That's close. Must have been very close.
I think that Hasselbank's away when the ball's played. I think the linesman's one of those where... it's off. It's off, definitely. Flag is up late, it's not up yet, it's up now. But he's off.
Ribeiro. Wallace pulling away.
Just keep it.
Robertson. Past Dowie. Hasselbank in the centre. Here he is! 3-1! Another somersault of celebration.
Lovely football though. They kept it away on the right side, transferred the play. And when Robertson gets into this sort of space, well, he does like delivering. He's got a good left foot, and that's a lovely header. It's a little bit behind him again, but this time he's able to plant his feet and use that leverage just to guide it into the bottom corner. Well, this scoreline is, I have to say, slightly flattering. Not been a convincing performance, but the finish really strongly Leeds United.
West Ham's world has come crashing down in the closing minutes. They took the lead, and they haven't been strong enough to defend it and see it through. A late show from Leeds, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank very much a central figure in it. 2 goals for him. And this is Dowie. Well, Andy, you said you'd take 2 goals, you've got 4.
That's what we said though, man. How many goals we see in second halves of matches are late on in games now in the Premiership.
Hasselbank on a hat-trick. It's off Mikloshko, no one following up. Rod Wallace had stopped. And I think he was a bit disappointed that Hasselbank wasn't going to involve him. Well, at times they travel with more hope than expectation, the Hammers fans. They must have thought it was going to be their day when they saw their side go in front. This after a tense and tight first half. A great goal from Frank Lampard Jr. made by Hartson's flick. But unlike when his father scored here in 1980, it wasn't to turn out to be the winning goal, because Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank got his game together. The swerving free kick to equalise. The birthday boy, Alfie Haaland, heading Leeds in front. And then icing on the cake for George Graham and David O'Leary. Hasselbank's header. And after being knocked off the rails in the Coca-Cola Cup, Leeds back on track in the Premiership. Hard work for them today, but a happy outcome. West Ham lose yet again at Elland Road. It's now 6 straight away defeats for them in the league. They will be glad of the upcoming opportunities to catch up on home fixtures. As for Leeds United, the rarefied atmosphere of 4th place. Their squad maybe still lacks some depth, but George Graham getting good value from what he has. Leeds United 3, West Ham United 1.